So you want to go on a road trip and you don't want to spend a lot of money. Well, you kind of came to the right place. I went on a road trip last year with me and 3 of my best friends. And this is how it went. So for starters, we planned this in about a month. It was me and my other friend who did majority of the planning. My first tip to you would be to make an itinerary. Oh my gosh, I cannot stress to you how important an itinerary is. So me and my friend met twice before the road trip and made a whole itinerary to track all of the time we had to travel, so like all the miles we had to go, all the stops we were going to, where we were going to spend the night, because that is very important on a road trip. So it's me and 3 other girls, so we felt more comfortable staying in a hotel. So that is what we did. We looked at where we were going to stay each night and found hotels that were kind of in our price range. So I know there are other options, staying in like campsites or like having a tent or like having a camper. We did not have that. We were not that prepared, but there are options like that out there which will save you a whole lot more money. But us being 4 girls, we were like, we're gonna get kidnapped, which is a real fear of ours, so that's why we didn't do it. Moving on. So tip number 2 would be have your top places you want to go to. So for my friend, her top place was the Grand Canyon. That was her must-have, and my must-have was the Salt Flats in Utah. So that will help navigate your itinerary, how you're gonna get to know like where your stops are gonna be and where you're gonna stay at. So we left Georgia and then we stopped in Texas, and we had to find a place to stay in Texas. Luckily we have a couple friends there that let us crash at their place, which was super nice. So that was a free place to stay and just gas on the way there, and I think we may have stopped for lunch, so not bad at all. And then the next stop we were at was in Arizona, and I'm pretty sure we just ate food we brought, and then we just had a place to stay there. We stayed there 2 nights, saw the Grand Canyon and stuff like that. And then the next day, we also stayed in Arizona again, and then we drove to Utah. Stayed near the Salt Flats. So tip number 3 is to bring a cooler and bring food. We had a group message of all the girls and what they wanted. We just said, hey, bring the snacks you want. What is something that we can collectively have like as a group for lunch, or just sandwiches or something. And we decided to have PB&J, and that is what we had majority of our lunches each day on this trip. That is my 3rd tip for you. And then 4th, so the way that we did gas, we just rotated. So whoever was driving would pay for gas whenever we stopped, which helped a lot with like cost of gas. So we weren't demoing back and forth, and it wasn't like hectic. So I'd suggest doing that. Yeah, that's my tips, tricks. Hope this helps you on your road trip. Bye.